Yeah, swarm time, April 28th, rainy, 1:50 in the afternoon. Welcome to Little Creek Bee Ranch. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Trying to get settled. Let's see if I can do it, eh? Swarm tucked up underneath the rose bush. Not a huge one, nuke box size, but you can watch me work it. It's sprinkling, spitting, see how long it takes me. So I was just coming out to kind of walk around and looking at the bees that were on the other catch box that are still on the outside of the catch box. Like what? Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing. Okay, so getting myself settled here. Taking a sugar water with lemongrass oil, spraying it. A good frame of comb, they like that. Queen will like that. Good frame of comb in a nuke box. And let's see, another frame. This is where your old comb becomes important. It does help with swarm staying put. This is probably, so you can see, probably a group of ours. Don't know, don't care. It's the weather that is kind of weird. Like, why do we want to do this right now? Girls, why? At the most inconvenient time. Okay, I'm going to squirt the cluster up underneath the rose bush. A little bit. Of course, this would be the day that I don't have my Russian Scion set up, right? If they were to hit a Russian Scion, see, it's easy delivery. Now they're going to make me work for it. Cutting out secondary limbs so I can get to them. Swarms are timely. Let's see. Oh, you know, nothing's ever perfect in the bee world. This is why I like the Russian Scions. I don't have to mess with this. And let's see. So the first scoop I'm not going to worry about catching the queen. Just going to get them in the nuke box, pick them up, set them down over yonder. Let's see if, I don't know what you can see. Ha! May just see my old fat butt in there. Well, a little closer. Yuck. Weather's just like gross. Gentle little scoop, girls. Scooping, left hand only. Curl my hand to cut away. Nice and gentle. It's okay, girls. Tickle them to the box. A little bit of water. I know. It's all right. I know it. Sighting them in the air. Some to the porch. Yeah, I know. Don't like this. The weather. I know. I know. I know. Okay. So, my sense is it's the weather. We're not happy. I know. Well, this is the frustrating part. Yeah, kind of. Getting down to the bare nub, you know, the thing. Trying to cut away all this that is in our way. Frustrating. I would like to let's see. I know it. So frustrated we had to leave the house on a rainy day. Oh. Oh, excited. I know it. Yeah. Where is that lamp? There it is. Before you pull a limb out, go ahead and spritz them, tighten them up. Careful what you pull. Just lay it down there. Now, I suspect she's up here, the way the body language is. And she's probably right there. There she is. I know you can't see her. Oh, I saw her. Yay! Queen's in the box. Down they go. I win. Now I watch the bee's attitude to change to the porch. I don't really want to catch her in a clip, not in this case. They're already beginning to change. Focused on her. And she'll go down there and find a frame in the middle with a good comb and start laying on that comb. Won't take her long. So, now we're in cleanup mode. It's okay. It's okay, girls. Your queen went down. Now, nothing says they can't just up and leave me, okay? But we're going to work it. Oh, I know. They're not happy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll keep working them. Keep working them here. Get this stuff out of the way. It's oh, I know it's exciting, but you gotta settle your emotions down. That's why I talk to them. Mainly to settle me down. They're so determined. We got our own plan here. Like, now, why have you come along, Mr. Beekeeper, and screwed up our plan? Well, yeah, I know. Now, here comes the Lysol. I have enough bees in the box. I want to shoo them away. Shoo from the bush. Shoo, shoo. Killing the pheromone of the queen up here. And pull it out further. Right there. Covering the queen pheromone. Now where's the queen in the box? Shoo, shoo, bees. In the box. Now, you never know how it's going to go. I want this off. I want that off. And you slowly bring it up, and I'll give them some sugar water. Move the little limbs. Down you go, girls. And then their lid gently on. Okay, now the beekeeper needs to get his butt out of the way, because they've got to reorient. Yes, this is a good lesson, I hope. Yeah, very good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, keep them off the limbs. Give them some time. See, I stand in front. That 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock position is real important. And they're going to get themselves reoriented. See, more and more coming in. Down we go. There we go. Trying to, so you can see. I'm interested in the attitude on the porch. The bush is secondary. They're going up there because they think they smell her, but they don't. So, turn this away. The lid's not perfectly on. It's not perfectly sealed. See the bees on the side? They smell her in there. Okay? They smell her in there. The only, I get my, all these tricks. You go, the beekeeper screwing our plan up. We had a plan. What happened to our plan? Okay, so now I wait. You know, you can't fight the bees. That's stupid. I think for newer beekeepers, the first concern or the number one thing to think of is emotions. I know it's exciting. Slow down. Learn some principles. Now, what's the worst that can happen here? Well, she can just exit. Well, there you go. Has it happened? Yeah, it's happened. Does it happen? Yeah, it happens. Will it happen in the future? Yeah, it happened. So, you know, I mean, it's like rainy, wet. I probably could have nabbed her with a queen clip, but this was a small group. I'm like, okay, let's go. Well, you get to a point to where you know what you expect. Okay, come on, let's get this chore over with. It's still fun and joyful, and that's all those wonderful things. But this time of year, the nectar's rolling like a river. This is perfect bee weather, man. It's just like catch and set, catch and set, catch and set, catch and set. You try to prevent them, all kinds of tricks and strategies. Shook, shake, tearing off, shook, flip and twist, all kinds of strategies. And still yet, guess what? They want to swarm. So now I know you may not be able to see this. There's like 6 bees in the air. What's that mean? They're settling down to the face of the brood box, or the face of the nuke box. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. What they're doing, ooh, right here's what you got to pay attention to. Come on, Kendall, turn it down there. Right there. Darn it. I'm trying to get it set where I want it. Right there. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the pooch fanning. What am I? 7 feet away from the nuke box? 6. And I'm looking for the girls that are backwards. They're hanging. They're pooching their bottoms backwards. They latch onto the floor. They raise their butt in the air. They fan their Nosinoff gland. They roll their Nosinoff gland out and fan Nosinoff, which is a come here smell, come here pheromone. Come here, the house is here, the queen is here, we're gonna start building here. So they do make a quick decision like, okay, this is home. All right, plan's over, we got home. I'm watching 6 bees in the air, 7. Like, what has happened? There's scout bees coming back going, we changed scout bees. I'm not worried about that. What I'm interested in is how fast they lock down. In other words, how fast did they decide, oh, this is home. Oh, this is so awesome. So in this case, I'm gonna pick this nuke up, and literally, I'm gonna show you. See if I can do this with the camera. I'm gonna pick them up, ooh, and I'm gonna walk them over. Let's see, right there, in that open spot. That's where I'm going. Just pick them up. Not even going to stuff them with a towel. I'll put the brick trick on them. Ooh, sorry. I'll put the brick trick to them. But I'm more interested. Well, that didn't work. There we go. That's what we want to see. I'm more interested in how fast they own. Okay, so while you're watching them settle, I'm going to walk over here to my spot. You can still hear me. And I want to know, okay, let's see. I have a couple of bricks. I have a couple of bricks over here that'll work. Will they work? Oh, they ought to work. Don't know, man. You know, was that going there? Yeah, that'll go on there. You know, if you're paying attention, you can fill your apiary up pretty quick. I mean, I don't like push it super hard. I used to, not now. It just happens. But what really, really intrigues me is their decision process. Can the beekeeper get them to do what he needs them to do? I don't know. Let's see here. I think, let's see. Now, sometimes, now here's a good example. I had a student the other day who went to catch a big swarm. They did really good, and they decided to go back to the site. That's very smart. Go back to the site, and what you'll find is a cluster of bees, maybe baseball size, maybe softball size. Those are all a bunch of scouts and bees coming back. They don't know what happened, and maybe you just might find the queen that you missed on the first trip. And they were able to catch the whole secondary group of bees plus the queen and took them all back. And when they got back, the colony was roaring because they're trying to roll her pheromone and they can't hear her, and gave them the queen back. All's good. Job, Cindy. That's the way that works, man. You always go back to Cindy and Kessa did a great job. Shout out. Cindy and Kessa did an awesome job. And so you try to go back to the, unless it's just like miles and miles away, then you just do the best you can. But I will come back out here today and tomorrow, and there'll be probably golf ball size of bees, whatever. I'm not even, I have my yellow wagon behind me, but I'm not even going to put them in that. Just walk them over. If you're going to carry a nuke like 500 yards, that's killer. Ooh, that's tough. But 40 yards or less, I just walk it. Don't need to plug it. I'm only going, see, you have to understand the thinking of the bee. I own the house. We've made the decision. We've settled down out of the air. We smell our queen. We got some comb in there. She's probably already laid some eggs. They don't waste time. So I really don't need to impede their process. Every scenario is different. That's what you're learning. Every scenario is different. Every scenario is different. Okay, so let me turn the camera. I'm gonna give you motion sickness. There's the cart. I'm gonna, whoops. Oh my goodness, come on, get a little. There we go. Gosh, hard to do this in bee gloves. There it is. Okay, that's where I'm going. Whoops. Golly darn. Kind of rough. In bee gloves. Is that? It's just like, what is wrong with this? Womp! Hey, I'm a good beekeeper, but I'm not a good filmatographer. Okay, that's where I'm going. So you get to see my backside for a little bit. Da, 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 da. Okay, girls. Oh, you're all fanning. I'm so proud of you. You did a fine job. You did a fine job. They've not oriented yet to a spot, see, so I can move them. You just don't want to leave them at the catch site. That's bad. Leave these bees at the catch site, and here come the scout bees to dance them right out of this box. Been there, done that. That will frustrate you. That is upsetting, but that was the cost of learning back then. Do not leave them at the catch site. Okay, so I have a really short porch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this brick on, but leave like a 1/2 inch gap. See if this will work. And maybe I'll give it an angle. They can exit this side. The reason I do that, it will help to slow them down. Think about their new house. Hey, we got a new house. We got to orient to this. And I'm going to put a brick on top, but these bees, right here, now come on girls, get out of there. Because I put a brick on. There we go. It adds weight. I don't want to smash them. When you're I'm looking for another brick, a little bit more weight. The problem is on new colonies like this, when we have high winds, boy, you talk about sailing like a frisbee, because they got no weight to them. And I've had colonies that just in a brood box take off tumbling down the yard. And I'm back here looking at my bees on the face of this catch box are still here. Wet as a rat. That's their choice. See, why doesn't that beekeeper just put them in the box? Because they're rebelling and they're showing me their independence, and it just makes more work for me, and they'll probably come back out. So there is something to be said for let them make their own freaking decisions. Let the bees sort their stuff out. Okay. Yeah, I tell you. All right. Still not done. Okay. Well, that wasn't terrible. That was pretty cool. I'm looking at the rose bush. I see 3 bees. Not worried. Okay, so let me take this back out of zoom. Oh, that's where we went, see? Then I'm going to take you up close and we'll be done. Whatever. It's raining. Yay. This is normal. That's the problem. The bees are like, oh, let's get on the road now. There's lots of nectar. Aw. Okay, where's the... If you look behind, you'll see the box back there that has the bees on the face of the catch box. Okay, so today's like the 28th. So I need to note this. I'll just say SWRMCTCH 428 21. As long as I know the day, because they'll stay there about 3 weeks, maybe something like that. 3 weeks, and that's cool. We want them to fill up that catch box. That's what we're after. We want them to fill that up. And then it's graduation day. And then it's graduation day. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Now, if you're wondering, how come we haven't seen any actual bee videos from this guy inside inspection? Because we're not ready yet. I'm not ready to tear into them in a little while when the weather's better. That's good. I like that. Just from experience, I'm just telling you from experience, instantly they're locked in. I think they're laughing at their sisters behind them. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo, we got a home and you're stuck in the rain. They're not stupid, man. They know they got a home. Okay, so let's cruise back here. It's gonna be like 3 weeks before I get to mow. Holy cow, man. Slosh and slosh, slosh, slosh. Now, would you look at that? There's the back porch house. I'm not gonna... Girls, I don't get it. Unless there's something I'm missing. I wonder if it's a temp queen inside. Don't know. Shouldn't be. Rebels. You little rebels. If they're still there in a couple of days, I'm going to take the top off, get my feather, and pull them up and over the edge. Then let's see what they do. Little rebels. Nobody's moving. They're all just trying to snuggle up and stay dry. All right, there it is. I'm wet, soaked. Swarm catch. Hoorah! I don't know, how many is that? Is that, I think maybe it's the first one by hand. This one was on a Scion, and I just swept them off onto the porch and went to dinner with my family. And they decided, well, they did go in. See, they were in. They were more than half in. And they said, we don't want to do that. So I'm wondering if that queen's like tucked down in there. Whatever. This would be a good bee year as long as we don't get drowned, as long as we don't go bone dry in June. So remember, we come out of winter time with 3 colonies. What do we have now? Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 2. Come out of 2. We've got 4 colonies now. I'll ramp it up here next week and put a bunch of catch boxes down south on the back of the property. There may be bees in the catch boxes either side of the one in the middle right here. Very well could be. So, welcome to the Little Creek Bee Ranch. If you like how we keep bees and you like what we do and you want to learn from us, it doesn't matter if you're in Oklahoma or not. I teach people out of state, Louisiana, Texas, Kansas, Arkansas, Connecticut. See, bees don't recognize state borders. They don't recognize county lines. Bees operate by a set of principles. Your environment may be a little bit different. Bees function the same. But we seem to be very confused about these things. If you're interested in sustainable beekeeping and what we do and all the videos we make and more, that's very cool. There's a lot more that we do. Look at the Personal Advisor Program. That's our private coaching service. Kind of like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. That's where I would plug into. Worth doing. You can look at that. If you got questions, you give us a shout and a call. We'll answer questions, yeah? Not going to walk away from money hanging on a bush. That ain't happening. All right, got to go. Later.